Hello and welcome. Welcome to this business presentation. In this business presentation, I'm going to introduce you to a very successful company. In fact, the most successful company in the cryptocurrency marketplace. And specifically, we're going to be talking about a very exciting pre-launch that we're currently in right now, launching a new crypto token called Ultima Token, which launches on the 30th of this month. So whether you have any previous experience or not of the cryptocurrency industry, that's not important. I'll give you a little bit of detail about my background. I'm based in Spain. I'm originally from the UK. I've lived in Spain 24 years. And I bought my first Bitcoin, which I'm sure you'll be familiar with, which is the most famous, the most popular cryptocurrency. I bought my first Bitcoin well over 10 years ago now, when the value of Bitcoin was less than $250 a coin. So I've got many years experience in the cryptocurrency market, and I've seen many different companies appear and disappear. I've seen many different types of schemes and scams, in fact, that have appeared online and subsequently disappeared. But the good news is we are here to talk about what is the longest established, the most successful crypto and networking company online today. And yes, this is a networking company. What we mean by networking is that this company expands the community simply from the power of word of mouth advertising, effectively, person to person recommendation, a bit like Facebook. The difference being with, of course, Facebook didn't pay anybody to recommend people to open a Facebook account, whereas this company have decided that because this is very early days in the cryptocurrency industry, the best people to advertise, the best people to promote, the best people to recommend and show people how to understand crypto and show people how to get started with crypto are those existing members. So for those people who choose to help build our community, you can also generate additional revenue. But during the course of this presentation, which I'm going to keep as simple as possible, I'm going to keep it within 60 minutes if I can, if possible. I'm going to show you 5 different ways where you can generate income from this business. So hopefully with a pen and paper, you can make a note of those 5 different methods. And then at the end of this presentation, you'll be able to make a business decision as to whether this might be suitable for you moving forward. So let's share the screen and let's get started. Okay, so we're here to talk about this company called PLCU Ultima. And as I say, this is the largest and the most successful crypto networking company in the world today. First of all, though, I'm going to take you through this simple disclaimer. My background in the UK before I moved to Spain was that of a professional financial advisor, a qualified financial advisor. I've always also worked as a financial advisor working in Abu Dhabi, which is about an hour's drive away from Dubai in the Middle East in the United Arab Emirates, advising people on the best way to grow their capital and prepare for retirement with things like a pension, etc. But that's working with what we call regulated financial products, because pensions and the things that go with pensions and investments, etc., are all regulated by different financial regulatory bodies. For example, in the UK, we've got the FCA, which regulate all the financial institutions, the banking industry, etc. But as of this moment, the cryptocurrency industry is a non-regulated marketplace. So I'd like you to read this or perhaps take a screenshot of this income disclaimer, because this, of course, is a very volatile market. It comes with no financial protection whatsoever. You have to listen to the content. You have to make a business decision as to whether this might be right for you or not. I'm not here to provide financial advice. As I say, this is a non-regulated industry, but to me, where there's risk, there's always opportunity as well. And that's really what makes up a business. It's all about calculating the risk to reward ratio. And I believe that the risk in this business, or the reward, should I say, is very much in your favor. So we're talking about digital currencies, or some people call them cryptocurrencies. And today, we're in a time and a place where most people have some kind of either experience, generally some kind of opinion about cryptocurrency. Now, that most of those people who have an opinion, it's not based on any personal experience. So my first advice, if I can give advice, is don't listen to people who have an opinion if it's not based on experience, but instead do listen to those people who do have experience, because you know, they'll be able to advise you far better than somebody who just purely has an opinion. Now, in terms of cryptocurrency, the financial institutions like the major banks and the financial institutions like Morgan Stanley, Goldman Sachs are now investing more of their capital, more of their assets into the cryptocurrency market. And the reason they're doing that is because they're seeing a far better return for their shareholders and for their investors by investing in these cryptocurrency markets. And the reason they're doing so well is because these institutions employ highly experienced, highly skilled professional traders. They trade these markets. And the cryptocurrency market is an ideal market to trade because, unlike the financial markets or the commodity markets, they are very, very volatile. And a professional trader makes most of their income at times of volatility. And these markets are generally volatile all the time. Now, that might be good for a trader, but if you're not a professional trader, and most people aren't, then that's not good for somebody who wants to invest. Because what typically happens is people get involved in cryptocurrency, they buy a choice of cryptos, they watch these cryptos appreciate in value, but no sooner have they appreciated in value is they start falling in value, and people become very nervous, and ultimately they end up selling those cryptos for a lower price than what they bought them for. So typically, I would say 95% of people who have been involved in crypto have actually lost money. People have also been involved with different companies which have appeared online as well over the last 5 or 10 years. Many different companies have appeared promising all kinds of returns in the crypto sector, whether it be from mining of crypto or from trading of crypto or from what we call arbitrage. Different schemes and quite often different scams have appeared, which have ultimately all ended up in absolutely nothing and have subsequently disappeared and taken people's capital and their dreams and their hopes as well. Now, this is an exception. We're talking about a company which is now 7 years established with over 2 million members. So you are in the right place at the right time. And people are now quoting the cryptocurrency industry as the biggest transfer of wealth in history. So this is the company, a company called PLC Ultima. It's been established, as I say, 7 years. It was established in 2016 in Switzerland. We've now got over 2 million members, and we've got a track record of introducing more than 11 blockchain-related projects. We've got 4 offices globally, including our head office based in Dubai. I've just recently returned from Dubai after attending our global convention at the Atlantis Hotel on the Palm in Dubai, where we had more than 2,000 people attending. And incredibly, these people came from all over the world, including South America, many parts of Africa, India, Pakistan, Bangladesh. They came from China, they came from Korea, they came from Japan, they came from Australia, and they came from New Zealand. So literally all over the world. The only 2 markets that we don't actually operate in are America and Canada. So this is the owner of the company, an individual called Alex Reinhardt. He's been quoted as one of the 10 most influential people within the cryptocurrency industry. He's recognized as a successful venture capitalist, and he's been quoted in the Forbes magazine, the Entrepreneur magazine, and he has a big goal for this company to have more than 100 million members. And of those 100 million members, he believes that more than 1 million of them will ultimately become millionaires. And so this company last year alone, in 2022, between January and October, generated more than €1 billion of revenue. And this company is a technology company. Yes, we're involved with cryptocurrency, but we are a technology company. We sell our technology in the form of a license. And this license that you can purchase allows you to download a certain application, in fact, 2 applications, one which is what we call a crypto wallet, the other which is a crypto farming application. down onto your smartphone or to your tablet. And once you've downloaded those, you can literally produce these coins, which have great value. So last year, the company generated a total revenue of more than €1 billion selling these different licenses. And interestingly, because this is a networking company, the company was actually paying out 70% of all the revenue to our community. So last year alone, more than €700 million was paid out in commissions and bonuses. That commission split has now been increased. It's been increased from 70% to now 80%. So for every €1 billion of revenue now that's generated, more than 800 million will be paid out to the community. So as I was saying, the next goal for the company is to have a monthly turnover of €1 billion. And our next goal is to have 10 million users, which is going to be perhaps this year or certainly within the next 12 to 18 months. I want to talk a little bit about this PLC Ultima ecosystem. It's a range of projects and services that we already have in place, but primarily I'm going to be talking about this thing called PLCX Minting, this in the bottom far right-hand corner. So previously, we've already introduced a number of coins, and the difference between a coin and a coin is something which has its own blockchain. So we've got a couple of coins already, and we're introducing our new token, and the token is something which sits on someone else's blockchain. So our token is going to sit on our own blockchain, which we've also recently launched, which is what we call a smart blockchain. And these are the projects that we have currently added to this smart blockchain. We've got the debit card, which is a MasterCard. So all members who purchase one of our licenses for €1,100 or more, they qualify to receive one of these debit cards. As I say, it's a MasterCard, and it comes with a fully functional online bank account. And this bank account is regulated by the FCA in London. So with this online bank account, you can actually deposit fiat currency, and you can convert that fiat currency into numerous different cryptocurrencies. And of course, you can transfer your income onto this card and spend it anywhere in the world where MasterCard is currently accepted. Now, this debit card, we've been distributing this throughout Africa, throughout India, Pakistan, and Bangladesh, etc. And for these countries, the typical crypto debit card, of which I've got several, for example, Binance, Coinbase, none of these companies currently distribute their cards to Africa or India or Pakistan or Bangladesh. So that's why these countries are some of our most popular countries within our community, because not only can these people generate an income, which is important, of course, but they can also have access to an online bank account, have access to their own MasterCard, and of course, they're going to be generating passive income as well. So we're actually providing a solution to a global problem, and that problem is that many people in Africa and these emerging countries literally don't have a bank account, they have no debit card, and many of these people have no means to generate an online income either. So a solution to a problem always creates huge opportunity. And in addition to that, we've got an e-commerce website, we've got a crowdfunding platform. We just recently launched our own internal exchange, a little bit like Binance, and that's going to be highly profitable. We've also got a travel platform, and what this is, it's a little bit like the average travel portal that you've probably used already. But this company, instead of putting on their profit margin, they're going to provide travel, whether it be hotels, flights, or cruises at the wholesale price. And that means you can save up to 90% when you book on our travel platform. So these are all things which are now currently being added to our smart blockchain. We also have something called the 50% cashback program. The 50% cashback program was where members could purchase real estate or supercars or luxury cars or luxury brands and acquire these products with a 50% cashback. We've now increased that, and we've now got something which is even better. Of course, what's better than 50%? 100%. And now we do 100% cashback for people who want to purchase real estate, luxury cars, and these luxury. So in terms of luxury real estate, we've actually got a collaboration with two developers in Dubai, for example. One which is Dubai's largest developer, a company called EMAR, and the other is a company called DAMAC. EMAR is owned by the UAE royal family. It's the largest developer in Dubai, and I believe DAMAC is the second largest developer in Dubai. And we've had more than 150 people purchase luxury real estate using our cryptocurrency and using our 50% cashback. We've also had people acquire brand new Ferraris and Lamborghinis and McLarens from one of the top dealers in Dubai. We've got a collaboration with a car dealer in Germany, where many people have driven away with brand new Audis, brand new BMWs, brand new Mercedes, all with our 50% cashback program. And I've got videos to show that as well. So if you'd like to see what it looks like to see these people driving away in these brand new cars, then do ask me for an example of that video. But I'm here to talk about PLCX Minting. So what does that involve? It involves downloading these two applications, one which is the PLCU wallet and the other which is the PLCU minting farm. And if you want to keep things simple, then you can register a free account with the company, and you don't have to download anything. You can actually do what we call DBX minting. DBX minting is where you're going to be minting this coin called PLCUX directly from your dashboard, and that means you don't have to download any application. It keeps it very, very simple, and that's what people like. People like simple, and it means that if you register an account, you can be registering your DBX minting, and you can be generating and producing these coins literally within minutes of registering your account. So there's three things involved, really. The first thing, you need to acquire these PLCUX coins from an external wallet, and we'll show you how to do that. The second thing is you're going to buy a minting license, and depending on how much you want to deposit into your account will determine which minting license you purchase. And once you've purchased that minting license, then your wallet is going to be connected to the blockchain via means of what we call a smart contract. And this smart contract is going to pay you every single month for 12 months, 60% based on the amount of coins that you deposit into your wallet. So of course, there is a risk, but there's also a reward. In terms of the risk, I just want to point out to you that the coin that we're actually generating, that we're actually producing, is a coin called PLCUX, and this has a fixed value of $100,000. Now, what this means is that we've eliminated completely the risk of volatility. You'll remember at the start of this presentation, I was talking about, I was talking about how most people lose money when it comes to speculating with crypto because of the volatility. But with PLCUX, this has a fixed value, and that means that if you generate $1,000 worth of PLCUX this month, it's going to be worth $1,000 this time next month, and that's very, very important. But what you can do is you can do the same as I've been doing since I got started. You can choose, if you wish, to either withdraw your PLCUX coins and cash them and withdraw them that way, or you can choose to compound your profits by putting them back into the minting farm and generating more income the next month. So these are those two applications. You've got the Ultima wallet, you've got the Ultima farm, and you can download those from either the Google Store or the Apple Store. These are all the different minting licenses that you can choose to purchase. They go from 110 euros all the way up to 550,000 euros. But we do recommend, if at all possible, you purchase at least the basic minter, because these minters come with the benefit of the free MasterCard. And this is going to be an offer that we have available until the end of this month. From the end of this month, you will have to purchase the MasterCard, but currently that MasterCard is included on all minting licenses costing 1,100 euros or more. Now, in terms of what you can put into your minting farm, it all depends on the size of the minter. So the more expensive the minting license, the more you can deposit into your minting farm. So for example, the basic minter costing €1,100, you can deposit up to 0.01 PLC. Now remember, the coin has a value of $100,000. So that means that you can deposit up to $1,000 worth of PLCUX. And of course, as you see on the medium minter, that's 5 times greater because it's 5 times the price. You can deposit up to 0.05 PLCUX, which is about $5,000. And on it goes all the way up to the Ultima minter, costing €550,000. And the reason people might buy the most expensive minter is because typically when people want to grow their capital, they would normally purchase perhaps real estate in the expectation that the real estate is going to appreciate in value. Perhaps they're going to rent it out and generate maybe a 4%, maybe 5% return on capital. But of course, we're showing people how to do exactly the same, but instead of generating maybe 4%, we're showing people how to generate 60% per annum. So those are all the different minting licenses. Now, at the end of this month, the end of March 2023, these minting licenses are going to disappear completely. And we're going to replace these minting licenses with what we call minting licenses, minting for a new token called Ultima Token. So I'll go into the detail on that in a moment. But if you choose to buy one of these minting licenses now, during the course of the next 10 days, then we have a special offer for you. That minting license will allow you to generate an income every month for 12 months. But if you buy a minting license at this moment in time, instead of being able to load 0.01 PLCUX on the basic minter, you'll be able to load up to 0.03 PLCUX on the basic minter. In fact, all these minting licenses, we've increased the maximum load by 300%. Now that's going to be for the next few days, and that's going to reduce down to 200% until the end of the month. What that means is if you can purchase that license right now, while we've got this special offer on where you can load up to $3,000 worth of PLCUX, it means under normal circumstances, you would need to have to buy 3 licenses. But now with this offer, you can buy the 1 license, upload up to $3,000 worth of PLCUX, and obviously generate 3 times the revenue that you would generate normally. Now, in terms of loading your minting farm, you don't have to load it all immediately. Typically, what people do is they load what they can afford, and with the revenue that they start generating, they will typically put that back into the minting farm so that they can generate more coins the following month, and over a period of maybe 3 or even 4 months, perhaps, aim to load their minting farm to the maximum. But if you've got a 300% maximum load, where you can potentially load up to $3,000 on a basic minter, it means that you've got a lot to look forward to, and it means that your farm eventually will have $3,000 worth of PLCUX, and that's going to be frozen, but you're going to generate a 60% return on that capital every single month. So just to recap, these are the 3 steps: registering an account, just speak to your introducer and they will provide you with their referral link. So you'll be able to register your free account. You're then going to buy these PLCUX coins from an external exchange. We'll show you how to do that. We've even got step-by-step video tutorials. And then if you choose to use the application method, then you'll download those 2 applications either from the Google Store or the Apple Store. Or if you prefer, you might prefer to just keep it simple and do what we call the DBX Minting, whereby you just simply register an account and you don't have any applications to download. So yes, we've got a world of opportunity. We've got the cashback program, we've got the debit card, we've got the travel platform. We're providing financial education, which is relevant for today's unstable financial economy. We've got leadership coaching, and of course, although you're in business for yourself, you've always got the help, support, and encouragement from your introducer, but also from our global economy, because your success is our success. So that completes this part of the presentation. But what I want to do now is I want to show you this smart blockchain, which we've already launched, and what you can do with your coins, your PLCUX coins, is from the end of this month, you'll be able to swap those coins into this new, what we call mother coin, called Smartcoin. So this is a smart blockchain. It's going to host all these different projects on this smart blockchain, a little bit like Ethereum. If you know Ethereum, that's also a smart blockchain. But our smart blockchain is the most advanced, it's the most modern, it's the fastest, and it's going to appeal to other companies who are looking for a blockchain to host either their tokens or their projects. And one thing that we are hoping to add to our smart blockchain is the first license to provide what we call tokenization. So if you see all those different things on that PDF there, those are all the different types of services, different products, different services, which we're going to add to our smart blockchain. And of course, the more projects that are added to that smart blockchain, the more demand that we're going to have for the mother coin, which is Smartcoin. And we're providing our existing members the opportunity to swap all their PLCUX coins for Smartcoin. Now, the only thing to bear in mind is that when you do swap your PLCUX coins into Smartcoin, the company don't want you to dump those coins on the market in exchange for USDT or in exchange for dollars or euros, etc. They want you to look at holding those coins for the medium to long term. So what they're going to do is they will sell those coins to you at the rate of 1% for the first 12 months, 2% the second 12 months, and then 97% in the third year. So effectively, you're going to realize those assets over a period of 3 years altogether. So we are actually encouraging people to have a medium to long-term vision when it comes to cryptocurrency. Now, this is the coin that we're talking about called Ultima Token. And just to recap about the company's now been established 7 years. We've got over 2 million members. We've well and truly proved the concept, that it works. We've proven that this business works and is very successful, that the technology works. And of course, we've proved that we've been the leader and the most successful company in this marketplace as well. So we've proven all these things. And now we're going to show how that this Ultima token is going to dominate the market starting from the end of this month. Now, when we say it's going to dominate the market, it's because we've already been down this avenue before. What I want to point out, if you didn't realize, is that this company was responsible for launching a coin called PLCU Ultima in December of 2021. It launched at the same price of 10 cents. And by March, April of last year, it had risen from 10 cents to $106,000. So many people became very, very wealthy very, very quickly. So this time we've got a token. It's not a coin, it's a token, but it has what we call the same tokenomics. And that's very, very important. So what I mean when I say the same tokenomics, it's going to launch at the same launch price of 10 cents. It's going to have the same initial supply, going to be very limited at 20,000. And it's going to have the same maximum supply of 11 million. Now, several things are going to make this very, very different. And that is that the last time when we launched the Ultima coin, we had about 800,000 members. We've now got over 2 million members. So our membership base has multiplied more than 2.5 times since then. So we've got, therefore, more demand on the coin, or on the token, should I say. And we've also introduced, with the benefit of experience, a number of measures to prevent the token being dumped back on the market again. Because what happened with the PLC Ultima coin, when it launched in December, it rose very quickly to $106,000 by March, April of the following year. But then, of course, people started selling the coin to realize their assets, and the price started falling. And because of the bear market that we had for most of last year, the price came all the way down from $106,000 all the way to $150. So the company are committed to making sure that doesn't happen this time by introducing some very sensible measures to make sure that the community maintain the value of the token. So in terms of the token, of course, it's decentralized again. It's got tremendous demand and liquidity from day one. And as I've mentioned, it's got over 2 million users this time, against 800,000. And as I've mentioned already, we've got a variety of different projects and services which are being launched on this new smart blockchain. So that's something definitely to look forward to. I will summarize in a few moments all these different projects that we've got, because I appreciate it can be quite confusing, but this is the other thing I want to point out. This is the coin that was launched back in December. As I say, it launched at 10 cents. And you can see this is the chart, and it shows how it rose in value all the way to $106,000 by March, April of last year. However, that was in a very difficult bear market. We had no projects and services at the time. We had a very limited community of just 800,000 members. So we believe that the time is right this time to repeat the exercise and see the value of the token rise from just 10 cents to well over $100,000 again. But hopefully this time, we believe it's going to maintain the value. So this is just to recap what we've just been saying. It's going to rise. It's going to introduce at 10 cents, got a limited initial supply of 20,000. It's going to have 11 million maximum supply as well. So let me move on to my account here. This is my account. You can see it's got my name across the top here. And I just want to point out to you the licenses that I've bought, because people think it's a matter of just buying one license. Well, I bought a license on the 30th of September last year for 1,100. And because I could see how well it was working, I bought another one a month later on the 14th of October for 1,100. And then I bought another one on the 14th of November for 1,100. And on the 29th of November, I actually bought 6 licenses, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All for 1,100 and one for 5,500. So altogether in my minting farm, I've now got around about or just over $34,000 in my minting farm. So you can do your own calculation what that's generating me on a monthly basis. And this month I'll be spending another $20,000 on minting licenses, and that will allow me to increase my maximum capacity during the course of April and May. Okay, so that's me. There's always people who are doing better than us. There's always people doing less than what we're achieving. What we have to do is analyze the information and make a business decision on what can we do, because this is just an example. I'm only giving you my personal experience, but you can see that I've got full belief, full commitment in this business, and I didn't just buy the one license. I bought many different licenses, and I'll be buying more again this month as well. So that explains that. I now want to show you on my tablet what this actually looks like. So let me stop sharing on there. Let me show you my tablet here, and you'll see what the minting license actually looks like. So give me 2 seconds while I just share my tablet. Okay, so I'm actually minting for something called PLCU Classic, but we've got no opportunity anymore for minting of Classic. We can only mint for PLCUX. But in my balances at the bottom here, you can see I've currently got 0.17755867. The rewards go directly into our balance now. We don't actually need a wallet anymore. So I've currently got over $17,000 worth of PLCX. I've also got PLCUC as well. So I'm going to be using those rewards to purchase more minting licenses this month, so that next month and the month after I can generate even more rewards moving forward. So if I click on PLCUX, then you'll see that my minting farm is fully loaded. It's loaded with 0.34133333 PLCUX, which is in dollar terms $34,133. So if I click on this, this is all the different smart contracts. So when we purchase a minting license and we make a deposit, we're actually starting a smart contract. So this is my first smart contract here. I purchased my first smart contract, or made my first deposit on the 14th of October last year. I made a deposit of 0.01515, which is around about $1,500. And I got paid a month later on the 14th of November, 0.00909. And of course, that represents about $909, which is 60% of what I froze on the 14th of October. And as you can see, I've been getting paid every single month, all by smart contract. Even if I wanted to stop that, it would be impossible. So I got paid on the 14th of November, the 14th of December, the 14th of January, the 13th of February, and the next time I'm going to get paid is on the 15th of April. In fact, I've just been paid literally 5 days ago, 0.00909. So that's an example of what a smart contract looks like. So just logging back in again, you'll see these are all the different smart contracts. So I've actually made 23 different deposits into my minting farm in order to fill my minting farm, which is why it's now full. But what that means also is I now get paid 23 times a month. So yes, I've got 23 smart contracts. So hopefully that gives you a fairly good understanding of how that can work for you. So I'm now going to stop sharing that screen, and I will also show you a video to give you an idea of how other people are succeeding with this business and the kind of lifestyle that they're having as well. Okay, so as you can see, people are having tremendous success from being involved in this business, and that's of course what it's all about. Now, I just want to round off this presentation by reminding you of those 5 different methods that you can employ to generate income for yourself. So the first thing is you can become a producer of PLCUX. That's by buying the minting license, by loading PLCUX into your minting farm, just like I'm doing right now, and getting paid every single month. So that's the first method of income generation. The second method is you can swap all those coins into the new Smartcoin, which launches at the end of this month. And what that's going to do is going to pay you every single month for the next 36 months at the rate of 1% of the value in the first year, 2% in the second year, and 97% in the third year. So that means you'll be generating PLCUX coins. You'll also be generating smart coins. That's the second stream of income. The third stream of income, if you choose to buy minting licenses, minting for Ultima Token, which launches on the 1st of April, I'll also be doing that. So that will give me 3 incomes, and you can have 3 incomes as well. The fourth stream of income is if you choose to share this business like I do, because if you share this business, I don't believe there's anywhere in the world right now that can compete with the kind of returns that our members are generating from producing these coins. So fourth stream of income. And the fifth stream of income is for those people who are nervous about losing money, don't like spending money, don't like starting any kind of business enterprise. Then you can register what we call a free account, and if you refer other people who choose to buy a license, then for the first 30 days you qualify to receive 30% commission even though you've bought no license. So if you want to be extremely cautious and you want to register a free account, but you want to recommend other people who do perhaps buy a license, that's the fifth option that's available to you. So those 5 methods: you mint and produce PLCUX, you swap those coins into Smartcoin, you mint for the new token, which is launching on the 1st of April. The fourth method is you start building a community and generating incomes from other people who buy licenses. And the fifth method is for those people who choose to buy no license at all, but they just want to refer other people for the first 30 days and get paid. If there's anybody who'd like to step forward and give a little testimonial, we've got a few people on the call now who've got experience of doing exactly what I'm doing. You've heard what my experience is. If Gordon would like to say a few words, or Azoka would like to say a few words, just put your hand up there, and just a 30-second testimonial about the fact it's working for you. That would be great, and people can see that this is a simple system that people can employ and they can use for themselves. So Azoka would like to say a few words perhaps, or Gordon maybe. Azoka, thank you, Azoka.
So since I got involved with PLCUX in October last year, I have not had any doubts. I have not had any delay in payments. I have not had any problems getting my profits every month at a specific month, at a specific day, and a specific time. And that is something I've never heard anywhere before. And besides this PLCUX, I have been minting on the old coin called PLCU, and that's been since September as well. Until till tomorrow, my contract's still going and still minting. So it's actually a very wonderful project, and there's so many more coming. So for the newcomers who are here, I'd really advise that just like I told you before now, have an open mind, see how this is working for over 2 million people globally, and see how you can take advantage of it.
Okay, thank you for that, Azoka. So with that, I'm going to round off this presentation. Thank you for your attention. I'm going to stop recording, and if you're watching this on YouTube, perhaps I'll leave some contact information in the description box.